Alright, and welcome back to the calisthenics journey, weight loss journey. Again, my name is Stefan Leday. I'm the creator of this series, and what I'm going to be doing is just documenting, just documenting the whole process of losing 60 pounds. You know, I'm a average build 5'10" guy who is 260 pounds, probably 35% ish body fat, you know, good and chubby, and my goal is to lose 60 pounds and by June 30th of next year of 2026. And it's currently today is actually October 22nd, making it day number 3 of this whole weight loss journey. And I've already had a hiccup, unfortunately. Yesterday, my wife decided she wanted to make homemade blueberry muffins, and I mean from scratch. There was no way I wasn't going to have one of those. Well, I had more than one. I had like 4. Now, granted, I think the intermittent fasting kind of saved me here because I didn't eat too much. And then by the time I got to the muffins, you know, after eating them, I was just barely over maintenance, but I made sure to record it. In any case, back to today. If you can't tell, you know, we have no microphone. I still haven't repaired it, so we're going kind of old school way where, you know, if I move away from the camera while it's recording, I have to probably yell at it a little bit. It's going to pick up a lot of extra extraneous sounds instead of just my voice. All of that out of the way. Today we're going to be doing legs at the Fit Lot, which is unnecessary. We don't have to go to the Fit Lot to do legs, honestly. You know, and we'll see. But I don't know if I would be willing to train legs just outside my apartments and record that. You know, maybe it isn't a bad idea, you know. So do something close to home for most of the week for calisthenics. For the middle portion of the week, it's just at home. And then Mondays and Fridays, they go to the Fit Lot. That wouldn't be such a bad deal. Unless I decide to incorporate something from there. But, you know, I don't really see any need to. And, like, I could just do the leg day outside. Bulgarian split squats might be a little bit difficult, but I have a hack for that with using the back end of a car. I think will do the trick. So anyway, what leg day comprises of, because this is only, you know, number 2. Nobody knows what I do. So leg day comprises of 4 different exercises. Well, no, let me take it back. 3 different exercises. Leg day isn't too crazy. It's just volume. And so it's going to be like a superset of squats, full body squats to calf raise. And then the third exercise, which will be done by itself, is going to be Bulgarian split squats on each leg. So it comes out to like a grand total, if you count each leg as one set, then comes out to a total of 12 sets as well. But we start with the squats going to calf raise, which you'll see here in just a minute, and that's going to be 30. We're going to actually cap it at 30 reps for each exercise. So it's like you pump out 30 squats and then you pump out 30 calf raises without rest in between. And then after you do that, then you have your rest of like 2 minutes or so. And then you pop back into it and do another 30 and 30 and then rest. And like, I feel like it's effective. Like, my legs get destroyed for like a few days. So as long as they, you know, I'm feeling like screaming at the end, then I know I'm doing something right. So anyway, yeah, and then the Bulgarian split squats is just like, I think I'm at like 12, somewhere between 12 and 15 per leg. I think last week I did 15s, and it was like 15 on the right, and then 15 on the left, and then rest, and 15 on the right, 15 on the left, and then rest. So you just superset the sides together. Anyway, all I'm doing is a walking warm-up. So as I get closer to the fit lot, I'm going to walk faster and faster, with more intention. Maybe move my arms around a bit and just gently warm up. There's nothing crazy that needs to happen for a warm-up, as long as you have the intention to get warmed up. And being large, it doesn't take a lot for me to warm up. So in any case, we're going to go ahead and get to the fit lot, get this workout started, and I'm going to show you the last superset of each exercise so that you get the full ending. But you'll see from what I do that I don't need to use the fit lot, but it does prove to be unique for a number of reasons, but I'll talk about those another time. Just gonna chat a little bit for on the way back. When I'm on the way back, I'm gonna detail a little bit more about my past and what I'm going into this like. It's not just guy overweight. There's a lot more into it. So anyway, I'll see you for the exercises. So onward to squats. Alright, y'all. Took me like 20 minutes. Actually, half an hour. But we're about to embark on our last superset of squats to calf raise. And that's, it's super simple. But because it's also compound, you just work it more, I guess. So anyway, here we go. I've already done 2 supersets, 30 reps on each individual exercise, so 30 squats and 30 calf raises. There we go. we'll see you for the Bulgarian split squats. Alright, so final video, final bit for the workout here. Just doing some Bulgarian split squats. It's only been maybe a minute since the last, so and I've barely been able to do 12 per side. Definitely felt a little bit of knee strain on the patella tendon on this right side, so I gotta be careful of that. But beyond that, I should be good. These things are just brutal. Like, it didn't take me very long to get into them on my last attempt at losing weight, and I've been sold ever since. Nothing hurts as long as everything's aligned, right? So there's nothing really that scary about it. Anyway, here we go. Oh, that noise. Burns like the dickens. Well done. Hey, what's up? Yeah, so leaving the fit lot now and finished with legs. They are completely shredded, I'll tell you that much. Like, they feel very crampy with every step, but you know, part of the getting lean, getting fit, and losing weight, though, you know, while I said I could do this leg workout at home in front of my apartment with no trouble really, and I wouldn't have to embark on this walk, well, you know, what this guarantees is that I've gotten in some sort of good cardio, just good extra calorie burn. Natural though, so you know, just walking around with a backpack, if you walk 2 miles with a backpack on, I mean, I'd say you're doing pretty solid. And like, anyway, it helps you just get your steps, so that's why I'm going to keep doing my leg workout here in the evening on Wednesdays and Saturdays. And I don't know, something about today's workout really locked me in. You know, sometimes when you get time to think by yourself, you get to look introspectively. And on that note, I'd like to share some of my past with you. Basically, I'm a 31-year-old dad who lives in Anchorage, Alaska, and I basically, you know, I moved up here from Idaho just a couple years ago, and I got well, when I was in Idaho, I was part of the Idaho Army National Guard, and during my service time in that, I got injured pretty quick in 2014 after I joined in, and that injury never quite went away, and then it became much worse than it was. And basically over the course of 10 years, I kind of struggled in the military and in the National Guard, really. And then which I don't really know why I signed on for a second contract back when I hit the end of my 6th. But I was in the military for the last 10 years, stuck in Idaho, not really growing up right, and I say growing up right, not really doing the right thing, basically, for this whole decade of my life. And then I kind of turned things around and jumped at a new opportunity, and I came up here. Throughout that process, when I was in high school, I was a thin guy, really fit, part of athletic teams. I was in middle school and high school. I did track and field, did football. So I wasn't, let's say, I didn't grow up, without physical abilities. It was when I went to college that I let everything slip away. And when I went to college in 2012, I also hit my rebellious phase, and one thing led to another, and I ended up joining the National Guard at the end of the year. And then I was shipped off to basic training by the fall of the next. In any case, basically I've had a modicum of physical activity throughout my life, so I'm not unfamiliar to it at all. But over the last 10 years, I did manage to put on some serious real weight, and I basically got myself up from, at the end of, in high school, I was, 180 pounds, 185 pounds, because I had some muscle on me, I wasn't a complete dweeb. And I climbed over the last 10 years. I climbed up and climbed up and climbed up, and after getting in the military, I dipped down to about 220, but basically after 2013 I never dipped below 230. And this recent summer to fall transition, I attempted to lose weight, and I got down to 235. 234 really was my lowest, and I was really excited because I had documented all of it, and I was really excited to begin displaying it, but I hadn't made any of the videos. I figured everything out as time went on. As I decided to do this, I just kind of figured everything out as everything went along, and so I missed a lot of opportunity. I fell really, 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 really behind, so I decided to just start over. I had reclimbed my way back up to my starting weight anyway, so now I'm coming into this with a little bit of knowledge, but with more or less the same body that I started the first time with, which is the body that was created after 10 years of food abuse and just all sorts of nasty things. So we're reversing it, repairing it, and getting back to the way we actually want to look, but part of that is the challenge, and to put some realism behind what this process actually entails. So, just a plain Jane chubby dad who I work full time. I have abused fast food, have had different issues with my life. I actually live quite poor. I don't make a whole bunch of money, and so I have to get pretty inventive and crafty with this. So I hope that my very average experience can be shared with others, and to just illustrate again the realism of what it actually takes to go from what you look like sitting on the couch looking at the person you want to look like. You want to look like it's in the TV, you know. And that's what I'm hoping to find out. I've never been there. Like, I want to go further than I was in basic training, which is why I'm giving myself 6 months. But I have to start slow and deliberate, and I got to eat right. And that's a huge difference between, you know, times past and now. I have 100% control over my food. I've done a lot of research, and I know what I'm doing with it. The hardest part is just abiding by the plan that I've set out to do. And it's kind of hard. It's really just a matter of making sure to stick within my given schedule. And you know, if this is really successful here in a month or two, then I hope to share this and just kind of just show what worked for me, what is working for me. So, and I hope that you guys can be along for the process. So anyway, this is turning into a really long outro. Long and short of it is that, you know, I'm kind of your average guy with something of a different background than most would consider. Oh, I almost forgot the most important thing. That I actually got out of the military on an injury, on a medical discharge because of my low back. After I got surgery on it to ablate a disc, herniated disc, and they had to remove some laminectomy in the C5S1 and or L5S1, and I never quite recovered fully from that to, you know, the military standards. So, and I'm 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times more mobile than I used to be when that happened. The key was to start strengthening myself and just believing in myself more. Military doctors can be really subjective. So anyway, I'm back home now. I'm gonna cut this off, and then I'll see you for Friday Upper Body Day. Peace.